Yo, what's going on, everybody? I am snowed in, man. I am snowed in. It is crazy where I'm at right now. And just figured, you know what? What the hell? I think a lot of other people are snowed in. Let's go ahead and jump on live, talk about the markets, talk about what's going on, guys. Welcome in. Hopefully you guys are having a good start to your Sunday. I know we got a lot of things happening in the market. So wanted to, come on in here, kick back, talk some shop. Get some folks in here. So if you guys are just bouncing in, what's going on? Let me know who's in the chat. Let me know where you guys are coming from. How's the weather where you guys are at? I want to hear from you guys too. We'll take a look at the overall markets, take a look at everything, across the board, large caps, just going to be real chill, and want to take your guys' questions, give you guys some thoughts and things that I'm seeing. Across the board, and yeah, man, excited to have you guys here, and let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Where are you guys coming in from? Let us know. Let's see who we got down here. We got Linwood Jones in the house. What's up, Linwood? How you doing, man? Snowed in over there too? Yeah, man. It's crazy. Washington D.C. metropolitan area. Yeah, man. Everybody's getting it. I feel like this one's hard to dodge, man. Kara, what's going on? How you doing? What's going on? What's happening, everybody? Welcome in. Weather's great where you're at. Nice, man. Enjoy it. Seattle, 24 degrees and clear. Gotcha. Yeah, big football game up there. Bali, Indonesia. I'm sure it's nice out there. South Australia, nice. Well, most of the United States is getting absolutely pummeled with a snowstorm. From Belgium here, ADA at 29 cents in euros, so crying a little. Yeah, man, Cardano's been struggling. And I recently put out a video. You guys may have seen this. It's up on my X feed. Is Cardano a ghost chain? Data over hype. And you guys know, I like Cardano. I've been in Cardano for a long time, but it is pretty frustrating, what we've seen out of Cardano, right? We haven't got a lot of movement with Cardano compared to Solana and Ethereum. And in a lot of ways, Solana and Ethereum have kind of been running away from Cardano in a lot of different metrics, right? And I still think it's relatively early for a lot of the smart contract platforms, but I do want to see Cardano do more than what it's doing right now. That's for sure. It is certainly, been lagging behind, man, and welcome in, guys. Appreciate you for being here. Go ahead and hit the like button. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen that video, definitely check it out, man. Definitely check it out. I thought it was pretty interesting, breaking down, some important metrics and things like that. Things that I saw, things like active users, total value locked. And there's no doubt, man, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Cardano's falling behind compared to the other top two big dogs in smart contracts, right? You got ETH up here and Sol. And even by market cap, there's a big drop off, Cardano is on the verge, guys, of dropping out of the top 10. It just is what it is. I'm just going by the data, going by the numbers. I still think Cardano can make a move, but it's 35 cents. This is almost back down to where we were in the middle of the bear market lows of 22 cents, 25 cents. It's crazy. Yeah, it's wild, man. You're down in Florida, so you're escaping most of this, man. It's hot down there. Yeah, y'all are lucky. What's up, Robert? How you doing, man? CT snowing hard. What's up, man? It is going to zero. I don't know if it's going to zero, man, but it's definitely lagging. It's lagging behind big time. Northwest Indiana snowed in. Yeah, I hear that. What's your take on HBAR, Zach? I like HBAR, man. That's another one. It's down, but I don't think it's out. But it's certainly down quite a bit from where we were. I mean, you think about it. Before the big run up, we were down to like what, 4 or 5 cents. We're back down to 10 cents. I mean, so I don't think it's a bad play. It's just, it's very difficult to select which altcoins you want to go after right now. And you got to be careful, right? Because you don't want to be over diversified, buying everything, a little bit of everything. You want to get concentrated on some of the top alts, right? And so, how do you go about that, right? I think when I'm looking at the top 100 right now, I believe in this market that we're in, you have to have a Bitcoin strategy. You've got to have a Bitcoin strategy. If you don't have a Bitcoin strategy, you're playing this very, very wrong. I mean, we're just at that stage of the market now where Bitcoin is kind of in a league of its own. It's kind of like its own market, and then you have everything else, and then you have to try to make sense of everything else separately. And right now, with everything sentiment down, I will tell you this. HBAR is an interesting beta play to XRP. And I look similarly at XLM, HBAR, Algorand, like those type of plays, right? It all fits into the ISO narrative. But XRP down below $2, I mean, you got to love that, right? And you're mitigating your risk with staying in the top 10. There's a clear delineation for me in terms of the amount I want to invest in altcoins right now. I am heavily going into Ethereum. I do think, we're hearing this from a lot of TradFi folks too. I do think 2026 could be the year that Ethereum outperforms Bitcoin. I know we've been waiting for it for a really long time, but you know what? We're seeing it happen with gold and silver. Okay. Think about what happened with gold and silver. Gold started to go on its parabolic run, and then silver eventually caught on, and it has outperformed gold because it's a smaller market cap. People feel like they're priced out of gold, and then what do? They go into silver. I think we could see a similar story play out with Bitcoin. I still think at $88,000 Bitcoin, a lot of retail and even some institutions feel like it's too high. They still want this thing to come back down to 80 or 75K. This is just like how I feel. Like it's more of like sentiment, right? Understanding like the psychology of where we are right now is important. Obviously, you want to understand the technicals, you want to understand the fundamentals, but I think understanding the psychology is also equally as important. And I think the psychology right now of crypto is Bitcoin's too high for most people. What's the next best thing? That's Ethereum. And I think, you're looking at ETH sitting here just under 3K. You could probably get a 3 to 4x out of this once it starts to move. And if you look at the market cap of Ethereum at 350 million or billion rather, this is where Bitcoin was before it made its parabolic run up. And now Bitcoin's up there near $2 trillion. I mean, it's pulled back to 88,000, but I mean, Bitcoin has went on a generational run, guys, from the bottoms of 18,000 to 126K. It's already went on its generational move. Or at least, it will have another big move like that. But where we are right now, I think it's Ethereum's time to shine, in my opinion. And obviously, we're not going to get 100x out of ETH, right? But a 3 to 4x, I think, is very viable. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Let me know in the comment section how you guys feel about that. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts. And by the way, I have a lot of Bitcoin right now too, but I am starting to shore up my Ethereum position, especially underneath 3,000 here, because I do think we can make a really nice move on ETH. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts. But in terms of HBAR, I like it. It's just I've got to concentrate my capital somewhere, and I'd rather concentrate it right now in like ETH, Solana, XRP, and BNB. Like I'd rather concentrate my capital, put most of my capital in those things right now at the top of this market. Just given where we are, right? Like everything is down. Everything is being crushed right now. So, I know it's not the most sexiest play. I mean, I'm still going to take my bets on some other altcoins for sure, but I'm not at a stage where I want to like take crazy risky bets when you don't really have to right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not that stage of the market where you're taking on more risk. You start to take on more risk when Ethereum and Solana start topping out and you're trying to catch the beta plays then at the tail end of a bullish market. We're not there. You know what I mean? Sentiment is extremely low, right? We're in the fear zone on fear and greed. Altcoin season, I mean, it hasn't come for years. We're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting. Go back to the high conviction plays. Go back to like the creme de la creme, right? That's how I see it right now in general. Okay. Now, I do want to get into some other important topics. We'll take a look at some news stories and things like that. If you guys are on YouTube, make sure you guys hit that like button for us. We are on a mission to get to 1 million subscribers here on this channel. You guys can help me out by subscribing here. It is totally free to subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you. But give me your thoughts down below in the comments, guys, whether you're on X or YouTube. We are streaming in both locations. What's your strategy right now? What are you trying to do? And if you guys have questions, you could wrap that into the comments. I'm very curious to hear from you, down below in the comment section. And yeah, man. Hold on one sec. I got to send a message off here on the side. Hold on one sec here, guys. Critical. Okay. Let's see what we got. What's up, Robert? How you doing, bro? Appreciate you, man. Let me see here. I think I can put on some tunes here in the background a little bit. Let me see here. Let me know if that's like too loud or right. Yeah, that snows for real, bro. Let me shut off this fan real quick. Let's see. Got a little Link, Solana, and Tau. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I own all three of those. Right? More into my holdings right now would be in this order would be Solana, Tau, and Link. I own those in that order. Solana, Tau, and Link. XRP fam in the house. If the XRP army's here, let us hear you guys. I want to hear the XRP fam in the chat. Become a whole coiner. Yeah, I mean, that should be a goal of everybody. Own at least one Bitcoin. Agree 100%, bro. BP, appreciate you reposting the stream over on X. If y'all are over on X, a repost does a lot to help us out. Also, comments. Got to feed that algorithm now. The X algorithm is weird, man. I don't understand it. It's weird. But yeah, would appreciate that. We got 140 people listening to us live over there, and then a few people with us on YouTube. So I appreciate y'all. Let's see. Do you think it's best for me to just go all in on XRP or to diversify into other assets? I don't think it's smart to go all in on anything. If you're going to go all in on anything, you go all in on Bitcoin. Like if you want to make Bitcoin your only exposure to crypto, I don't hate that. But outside of that, My answer is no. I would not go all in on any other altcoin. There's just too many things that can happen, man. Right? There's too many things that can happen. So, I mean, could you make XRP one of your top altcoins that you invest in? 100%. You know, the way I like to play it is this. Have a strong Bitcoin strategy, like go heavy into Bitcoin, and then pick 3 altcoins that you're really going to go, like 3 to 5 altcoins that you're really going to build out a big position in. For me, those 3 to 5 altcoins are Ethereum, XRP, BNB at the moment, Solana, and then outside of that, I'm going pretty heavy into BitTensor Tau. And the reason why is BitTensor is 21 million total supply, very similar to Bitcoin. It has a halving. It just had its first halving, and the chart setup just looks great right now. I mean, we're basically at where we bottomed out in April of 2025 when the whole market took a big dip. We're basically back down to those levels. So I think from a chart standpoint, I really like it. From a tech standpoint, and I think we're going to get an AI crypto boom at some point, right? Meaning like AI crypto projects are going to have another like season. And I think it's going to happen at some point in 2026. And so BitTensor Tau and Near Protocol right at the top of that list. I prefer BitTensor over any of the other ones right now. Another reason for that is like I feel as if Bitcoin maxis and people who like Bitcoin could get behind BitTensor given how it's structured, right? It's proof of work. It's similar to Bitcoin's setup. So that's kind of my reasoning there. But as you guys can see, like I'm not going too far outside the top 10 to build out my big positions right now. And eventually I'll rotate my altcoins. Like I will move my altcoins around based on like what's going on in sentiment. And I always leave cash on the sidelines to kind of chase new narratives. And, you know, if I find something early, I want to be able to invest in it, that sort of thing. But in terms of positions I'm actively building out right now, I'm just keeping it simple, man. You know, going into Ethereum, XRP. I love XRP down below $2. I like ETH down below 3K a lot. BNB below 900. Love it. Solana down here at 125. I mean, sure, you can make a case for a lot of these other plays. I mean, Tron's chart looks phenomenal. I can't say too many bad things about Tron. Here, let me move my... You guys can't see the actual cryptos I'm talking about. There we go. Move that out of there. You can't say too many bad things about Tron. I mean, their chart, it's honestly phenomenal. I've just never invested in it. I just think it's manipulated. I don't know. I don't like it. It's probably not the right answer. I don't invest in it. At least not right now. And if anything, I want to wait for like a bigger pullback on Tron. Like I would get interested around 20 cents on Tron if it came down to those levels. But the chart looks phenomenal. Good morning, bro. How you doing, man? All in on XRP. Hey, listen, I get it. Thoughts on XPL, Onyx, and AXL. They're all interesting. If you're asking me to go into one or the other, I would probably say Axelar. But you know what? Let's take a look at what my tool says at CoinDuel. Let's take a look. If you guys want to compare cryptos, this is the tool that allows you to do it. I built this a few weeks back. You can find it on my X page, CoinDuel. It's www.coinduel.ai. But let's compare a couple of those cryptos. We'll do it here live for you. Let's compare a couple of these. Let's take a look. We'll do AXL and Onyx. How about that? Let's do a new comparison. And we'll do AXL and ONYX. Let me get the full names in here. So you have to put these in here too. And then OYNX or ON. YX. We'll put this in. We'll do long term and we'll do medium risk. Let's see what it comes out with. Let's see what they say. Onyx or Axelar. Let's see what you guys think. It's generating our analysis right now. Let's see what CoinDuel says. Yeah, see, I said Axelar right off the rip, and I think Axelar is the better play of the three you have. And here you go. I mean, here's the breakdown. Let's see. So it says in the long-term analysis, Axelar demonstrates superior fundamentals, tokenomics, and network health compared to Onyx coin, making it more favorable choice. However, Onyx shows potential for short-term gains due to speculative sentiment. Investors should weigh the adoption rates and market dynamics carefully when considering these tokens for long-term or short-term positions. So let's see how the scorecard plays out. Market and liquidity health, Axelar gets the big win over Onyx. Axelar gets the big win here in tokenomics. Axelar features a controlled supply cap with transparent issues model that includes utility across various protocols. Onyx has a more complex model with inflationary pressures due to ongoing rewards for staking. On-chain, Axelar, huge win. Axelar shows a growing trend in on-chain activities with over 15,000 transactions in the last month. Onyx has around 4,000. So way more things are happening on Axelar. Valuation, Axelar trades at 150 mil, Onyx at 90 mil. Axelar gets the advantage there. It's basically a clean sweep, man. Technical and market structure, Axelar. And they give you a nice little blurb breakdown on why. Same thing here on derivatives and leverage positioning. Token unlocks. Oof. Axelar has no significant upcoming unlocks or vesting events. That's big. Ensuring reduced supply pressure. In contrast, Onyx has large unlocks scheduled in 6 months that could flood the market. That's a big one. That's a big one there. That's a big one. Funding rates, Axelar gets the edge. Partnerships, ecosystem strength, Axelar. Axelar news, catalyst, narrative quality. They basically get the clean sweep here. Community sentiment, VC funding, and security centralization risk. So there you go. I mean, Axelar is the better play according to CoinDuel and our AI engine that we created here at CoinDuel. So if you guys do want to make some smarter crypto decisions with AI-powered analysis, check it out. It is CoinDuel.ai. I'll leave the link in the comments there if you guys want to check it out. Oh, I actually already put it in there for you. There you go. Boom. That's the X page. That's the website. Make sure you do the www.coinduel.ai and check it out, guys, if you want to use a tool that can compare two cryptos head to head. Well, maybe we'll do some more of those throughout the stream too. If you guys have some more of those, drop them in here. We'll do some more of those throughout the stream. I do have a bunch of topics ready too to kind of hit on and discuss as well. All in on Zebec. Listen, Zebec is cool. I like it. But my problem with Zebec is the liquidity, man. The market cap to liquidity ratio is terrible. And I'm not fudding your bags, bro. I'm just giving you real, raw information. Like, no hype, no BS. And if you guys don't know, like, on my channel, man, I don't sugarcoat stuff on my X and all that. Like, I just tell it to you like it is, with like what the data shows us. That's what I did in this Cardano video. You know, I got a bunch of pushback, but like, it is what it is. Like, you have to let data drive your decisions. You can't get emotional and get like all part of the community or whatever. You got to look at things for what they are. Zebec is doing some interesting things, but the market cap to liquidity ratio is awful, bro. It's terrible. I'm just telling you. And if you don't understand what that means, like, do yourself a solid and dig into that. Do your research. Because the market cap to liquidity ratio is so bad on Zebec. And that's what I really don't like. I mean, I'm just going to be real with you. Appreciate y'all joining here too, hanging out with us. All right, I got a question for you guys. Is Bitcoin's 4-year cycle theory over? What's happening? Are we still early, do you think, in this bull cycle? Are we late? I mean, of course, we got ETFs and institutions now and sovereign wealth funds. None of this stuff existed in prior cycles, man. And I personally think that the 4-year cycle theory is gone. Like if we go ahead and look at some things here. On the Bitcoin weekly, man, we're dumping pretty hard on this weekly. But if we take us from the top to where we bottomed at 80, we've only went down 36%. I mean, time will tell. If we end up going down 60, 70% and it mirrors like the bear markets we've seen in the past, that's a different story, right? But so far, we're seeing less volatility, right? We're seeing less volatility than we have in previous cycles. Do you guys think like we're entering a crypto winter? Do you think we're going to see less volatility? I see somebody said government shutdown coming. I mean, they're giving it like a 70%, 65% chance, I think. Is what I read. I mean, we'll see. I'm also hearing that we're not going to have a shutdown. I mean, it's hard to tell, man. There's so many different factors. So much of the geopolitical stuff is noise too. If we are entering a bear market, you know, I feel like I'm positioned well. But a lot of people also believe like Bitcoin coming down from 126 to 80, that was the bottom. We've seen the slow accumulation from institutions back up, and like we're just going to hover here and wait for our next big catalyst to move up. In some ways, I mean, I'm hearing a lot of arguments like Bitcoin isn't volatile anymore, or it's less volatile, we should say that. And that could be relatively bullish, depending on how you look at it. But I still think that's why I really love Ethereum right now. Ethereum is lagging, man. It's been lagging. But if you look at ETH and the setup we have on ETH, it honestly looks better than the Bitcoin setup right now, in my opinion. Like we got the big weekly candle down here, but if we zoom out to the monthly on Ethereum, like I think Ethereum is so due, man, for a run. And once we finally hit price discovery, I think people are going to chase that shiny object, like just like they did with gold and then silver. And then silver ended up outpacing gold's gains. I could see that playing out with Ethereum. SPX 6,900. Man, that thing's down significantly, but I will not bet against that community. I will say that. I will not bet against the SPX community. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are delusional for sure. And that's what you need to have a good meme coin for sure. I will say that. So what do y'all think about Bitcoin? Is this 4-year cycle broken? I still think Ethereum is the trade of 2026. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts on that too. I think Ethereum versus Bitcoin right now for this year, I'd take Ethereum. And I think there's a big question, like, is Ethereum still underperforming by design, or are we setting up for like a big catch up, candle on ETH BTC chart? if ETH doesn't perform Bitcoin soon, outperform Bitcoin soon, I'm going to have a lot of big questions with Ethereum. Like if somehow Ethereum stays in this range or goes lower and Bitcoin gets back up above like 100,000 and it starts doing like, you know, that thing again where Bitcoin moves and nothing else does, that would be shocking to me. I think last year, you know, was obviously a rough year for crypto as a whole. 2024, it was a Bitcoin bull run, and into 2025 too. I mean, Bitcoin did set its all-time high in 2025 at 126K. It just gave it all back quickly after the October 10th nonsense, right? But it's time for Ethereum to make its move, in my opinion. We are coming down here pretty significantly. Bitcoin might be breaking down below 88,000 here. Canton somehow still up a little bit. Not many alts, though, are up. Some altcoins getting crushed here. Look at this. Monero's way down below 500. Dash getting hit again. Aster. I do like Solana, man, down at these levels. I'm looking at Solana to come down to like 121. I think Sol could come down to like 121. I'd be looking to take a little short-term long position on Solana if it did come down to 121. So I am watching that. Sold Aster $2 lucky. Yeah, I mean, and like you have a chance to reclaim it now at like 60 cents. You know, that's where I initially got it. I took some profits on the way up, but my average cost is around 60 cents. So it's basically back down, but it's house money for me. So, right. So I'll hold on to it at these levels. Futures markets will dump us more, in my opinion. I hear you, Win Pump. Do you guys see Bitcoin's now tradable on Phantom? Saw that news. That's kind of interesting. But I will say, you know, it's going to be interesting to watch Ethereum versus Solana when we do get back into like a good market. You know what I mean? I like them both. It's hard for me to pinpoint which one I like more, but these are clearly the two top smart contract platforms, guys. I mean, it's not even close. And so, like, to me, I'd rather take the easy bet, you know what I'm saying, than try to, you know, take some crazy bet on another smart contract platform. Like, we'll see what happens with SWI. I don't hate it. I still hold some SWI. I mean, I initially bought it at like 60 cents, took some profits on the way up, but I also bought it around $2. So, like, you know, I think I'm a little underwater on my SWI position. Cardano's just really fallen out of favor, man. It's brutal right now. Time will tell. I mean, things could change, but if I'm building out big positions in the smart contract space, Solana and Ethereum just make way too much sense, man. And I'm not smart enough to know which one over the other. I got exposure to both of them. So that's my kind of take, man. That's my take. See above comment on why SPX is down so much. It's because of thin liquidity from the diamond hands. Reason SPX 6900 is down is because of thin liquidity from the diamond hands. When it pumps hard. No, 100%. I mean, that's with most meme coins, right? I get that. I mean, but are you ready to build out a position here on SPX? I mean, here, let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. I mean, it's kind of like a falling knife right now, man. Back in March, we wicked all the way down to like 28 cents. I mean, if you're playing the long game on it, it's not a terrible time. It's gotten hit hard. Look at that weekly wick down on SPX. Oof. That's brutal. I mean, we are down here where we did bounce before. Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. How about you, Medman? Are you as well? Holder count keeps going up. That's a good metric to watch, especially for community tokens, meme coins. That's a good metric to watch. I mean, one thing to understand is this: when it comes to altcoins, Bitcoin did fall down below 88K, by the way. When it comes to alts, though, guys, I mean, 90% of altcoins, they fail. I mean, that's just a fact, right? Like, so you're waiting for a lot of these things to recover. 90% of them won't recover. I mean, that's just a fact. And I think it's even more important now because we just have such a diluted market. There's so much stuff out there. Like, there's not enough liquidity. There's not enough money to go around to get all these things up. And it's another reason why I'm just like building out strong positions in, the top alts like Ethereum and Solana and XRP and BNB. Because I'm just basically saying, hey, these alts are going to have staying power. You know what I'm saying? Anybody trading out there? Anybody got short positions in? Because if you do, looking pretty good right now. Look, I think a question I want to ask all of you guys, and drop your comments down below on this. Would you rather hold 5 quality altcoins right now or just Bitcoin and Ethereum? Like 5 alts without any Bitcoin and Ethereum exposure, or Bitcoin and Ethereum? Like, if you answer that question, drop in the chat. Would you rather hold 5 altcoins right now, or let me see if I can put a poll together. I'll put a poll on here. Let's see. Hit the like button on YouTube too. What the hell? I got 34 likes. What the hell's going on over there? I'll tell you what, man. People have gone away. Sentiment is super low. Like, YouTube views and everything down, man. X is still popping. There's still a lot of people on X, but the YouTube views, man, people have just gone away. But let me know that y'all are here, man. Smash the like button for us. I'm trying to put a poll in here for us. How the hell do you do it? Shit. Oh, there we go. Start a poll. Okay, so would you rather hold BTC and ETH or 5 top altcoins right now? BTC and ETH, 5 top altcoins. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this. There you go. Let's see what we get up to. Everybody go answer that. If you're listening and watching on YouTube, answer that poll, because I'm curious to hear where people stand on that. And if you're over on X, just drop your comment in the chat. Like, if I had to pick between that right now, I'm going Bitcoin and ETH. It's so hard in the altcoin market. It's not to say I don't have exposure there. It's just so diluted, man. And like, I think we'll get a lot of clarity, like with the Clarity Act market structure. That's almost what we need, right? And I made a video about this recently on the channel. Like, if you haven't watched this video over here on the channel, whereas when I said pissed off, I'm in my car. I basically outlined why crypto is so difficult right now and why it's pissing me off. It's like, we almost need like a complete reset in the markets. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like we need to like clean sweep. We need to clean house. So that way money could actually go into the good quality things. You know, I laid out some statistics. In 2021, CoinGecko on their Gecko terminal was tracking like 500 or less than 500,000 tokens and coins. It was like 430,000 in 2021. In 2025, CoinGecko terminal was tracking 20 million tokens and coins. We went from 430,000 to 20 million. Now, a lot of those are projects from Pump.Fun and just bullshit, right? That just whatever, right? But it dilutes the market. It like, again, we just don't have enough capital to move the things that are actually good assets to own. So we've completely diluted the market. XRP down to 185. What's getting hit the hardest here that I like? Aster down to 61. ONDO back down to 32 cents and some change. That's crazy, man. Caspa under 4 cents is interesting to me. The problem with Caspa right now, we just don't have enough volume. Hey, Zach, you lost me on diversify or go all in on Bitcoin. Worst advice. Well, what do you mean worst advice? I didn't say go all in on Bitcoin. I said if I was going to go all in on anything, I would go all in on Bitcoin. You have to do what's best for you too. That's the other thing. Everybody's in a different spot, right? Like, if you're on the come up and Bitcoin or crypto's, like, it also depends on like your overall portfolio of stocks, crypto, real estate, what your business looks like, if you have one, cash flow, if you have a job, like, all of this stuff matters. Like, there's not a specific way to do it for everybody. Like, it's just follow this and everybody wins. This got to be very specific to you. I'm saying for me right now, I am heavily invested in Bitcoin and Ethereum, then Solana, XRP, and BNB. And I have some other alts out there, but I'm simplifying my approach right now. I'm also trying to keep a lot of stable coins on the sidelines in the event that we get more days like we're seeing today and get more red in the market, because we're kind of at this no man's land right now. We could go one of two ways. And instead of trying to guess and guess right, I just want to position myself to where whatever happens, I'm ready. And so I don't know exactly what you mean, Cherry Treat, but I'm not trying to gamble heavily right now in this type of market environment. Why would you? I mean, Ethereum is getting decimated. XRP, BNB, Solana, like, Solana looks like it wants to come down to that 121, by the way. Let's see if Solana does come down to that 121. That is a mean wick down on the hourly, man. Oof. Look at Solana, man. It's dumping. Dumping hard. go into the 4 hour on Sol. Let's see. How about 12 hour? There we go. Yeah, this could be a really nice entry on Sol. This was back late last year. We came down to like 120. Like, do you want to go gambling crazy or like putting buy orders in at Solana like 120 if you're holding spot? Like, to me, that's the play. Yeah, you got to do what's best for you. You got to do what's best for you. And I'm trying to give different perspectives because I understand that it's not just like a one size fits all approach. It's not just like, hey, do this and you'll be good. You know, it's never like that. It depends on where you are, what your goals are. You know what I mean? Do I think there are some narratives that eventually will pop off? Yeah, 100%. Like RWAs, AI, those sort of sectors, I want to speculate there, and I am, but I'm not going to go heavy when the whole market's coming down. I'm going to go heavy into the top assets, first and foremost. Build out those strong positions in Ethereum and Solana and XRP and BNB. Postman, what's up? Postman's in the chat. What's up, man? We only got 4 comments on our live, man. What the hell is this? We need people to drop some comments in here. Give me your thoughts on what's going on right now. You know what? I don't have exposure to silver right now. I'm sitting on the sidelines. I do have exposure to gold and uranium. I invested into a uranium ETF not too long ago. A little bit, nothing crazy. But I'm in on this uranium ETF. I'm up like you guys can see, I'm up like 4.5% on this. I am looking to get more exposure to precious metals, but I'm looking for the beta plays now. You know, underneath Bitcoin and gold, or excuse me, underneath gold and silver. But like, look at uranium, this ETF the last month, up 24%. Look at the last 3 months, year to date, up 27%. This uranium ETF. So like, yeah, I mean, I do like the precious metals, but I'm just kind of playing it a little bit different. And I got a little exposure to gold in a couple different areas. Like I've held some natural like gold bars. I've held those for a while. And then I've also got a little bit of the iShares Gold Trust. I'm up like 19% on that right now. And I'll just hold this for a while. I got in at 79 bucks. It's gone up. I wish I was God. I wish I was God, and could tell you that it's going to drop tomorrow too. I don't know. But you gotta play what the market gives you in real time. Like if you love Solana, I mean, buying spot Solana right now at $1.22, to me that's a great move, right? But you also have to ask yourself, what's your time horizon? Too many people in crypto are trying to get rich overnight, man. That's the biggest problem I see. And listen, when I first came into crypto, I had those same issues, but you gotta get out of that. You gotta get out of the mindset of 100Xs and get rich overnight. And the institutional era that we're in now is totally different, man. You got to build out big positions and have conviction. Like it's a totally different game. Sure, there are still like altcoins that are depressed that could do well. But you got to think totally different now in 2026 than you used to think. I have never heard of that, David, to be honest with you, man. Pre-sales, you got to be careful. I mean, in general. All pre-sales, you got to be super careful. But again, like right now, getting into a pre-sale, I mean, unless you're like allocating a very small amount and you've already built out your strong positions in all these top assets and you got a little bit of money to play with, and that's going to be like, you know, the 5 to 10% of your portfolio where you're going to gamble on, whether it's meme coins or pre-sales or trading or whatever. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I do it. I can't speak for everybody. It's not financial advice. I'm just a dude on YouTube that you should subscribe to. But you know what I'm saying? You know, it's like if you're banking on this new whatever pre-sale to take you to new heights, like it's not the season for that. And chances are it won't happen. Just being real. What are your small gambles? Well, I mean, okay, I'll give you guys want some small cap gems that I think could do something. I know you guys love that kind of stuff. All right, we can do that. That's what we'll do. We'll give you guys some of our small cap gems that could do something. Yeah, I know all about ZBCN. We already talked about it. Listen, it's cool. I traded it. It's fine. The market cap to liquidity ratio is terrible. It's terrible. Just being real with you. It's awful. So I would not build out a big position there. If you want to trade it, that's one thing. But I would not go heavy into that at all. Not me. Not doing it. If you want some like small cap things that I think could be interesting, you know, I've traded this one successfully before in the past. Let me go out here. What's going on with Dex Tools? It's like all jacked up. Maybe I can go here. This is Bio Protocol. Now it's just under 100 mil market cap. You guys can see the alt chart. I mean, it's wrecked. This thing is listed on Coinbase, though. It's listed on Binance. It's in one of these emerging sectors in decentralized science. This is the big play in decentralized science. It's a top 300 crypto. It has, you know, decent volume. It's got, you know, liquidity. So, like, this is one that I would, you know, take a small chance on. It's not meme coin season, guys. There's no reason to go hunting. Like, if you're going to make a bet, I'd rather make a bet on this thing, sub 100 million, that, you know, saying, hey, when things get cooking here, this is going to be a, you know, a top 100 crypto and it'll be into the billions. And I'd rather play for the 10x. Those are my moonshots right now. Okay. So Bio would be one. Another one would be Plume. Plume's got absolutely decimated. I mean, it's down to $0.015. It's down 90%. $76 million market cap. Right? It's got a max supply, total supply, 10 billion. Like, this is one that I would bet on. It's on Coinbase. It's on Binance. I could get behind that, right? Like, this is an RWA play. Like, if I'm speculating, I'm going to the low cap RWAs, low cap AIs, low cap, like, interesting sectors that I think could pop off, like decentralized science, right? Maybe gaming. Gaming's been wrecked, but maybe gaming. I mean, one for sure, if you want to look at gaming, is Superverse. This thing's down to 125 mil market cap. I mean, this thing's decimated, down 88% from all-time highs. But again, listed on Coinbase, listed on Binance. Solid project. You know, again, I'm playing the 10x game here with these picks. So those would be three right there. You know, spot positions. Super. What did I say? Plume. And again, like, these are high risk, high reward gambles. But people who are gambling on like a $10 million meme coin and going in heavy right now, like, good luck. I don't see it. It's not. I don't think it's a good move right now. So I put Super, Plume, and what was the other one I said? Oh, Bio. Like those are interesting 10x potential high risk plays. Zach's in the house. Turtleneck Inu. Yeah, no turtleneck Inus right now, bro. What's up, Zach? XRP to 10,000. Oh, bro, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on the XRP 10,000 talk. Oh my gosh. The XRP prophecy, and they pull out all these cartoons and shit. Like, oh my God. I made a video about that the other day. And I kind of had a funny spin on the whole XRP prophecy. I think it's somewhere. I mean, it's on my YouTube channel too. But if you guys haven't watched this, I think this was a pretty good video, actually. It got some good traction. I said, forget the XRP prophecy. You need to be paying attention to this major pivot in 2026. And I talked more about like what XRP could actually do with like the important things in terms of like privacy and how, you know, it could be a big player with the big banks, but like not in any way that people in retail think, right? People in retail just think like they're going to wake up one day and XRP is going to be $10,000 a coin. Like that's not going to happen, guys. It's not going to happen. I mean, how many people were saying XRP was going to go to $100 by the end of the year last year? Well, how did that play out? And you listen to these people for how long? Like, I remember back in the bear market, like the deep bear market of 2022, when XRP was 50 cents, I made multiple videos, and you guys can go back and, you know, look at it. I said, XRP's 50 cents. Like, I could see a world where we can get to $7 to $10. And like, this is a really good buy down here. Like, that's what I was saying. And people were like fudding me. Like, you're fudding my bags. We're not going to $10. We're going to $1,000. Like, hey, I love the delusion though. You know, people are delusional, and that is good for sentiment. That is good for sentiment. Let's see what's going on with our poll. People would rather go into 37 votes. People would rather go into 5 top altcoins right now than Bitcoin and ETH. Interesting. 59% would rather go into 5 top altcoins than Bitcoin and ETH. So basically what that tells me is people in crypto are complete degenerates. You guys are complete degenerates. If you're a complete degenerate, hit the like button on YouTube. Drop a comment on X. Share the stream on X if you're a complete degenerate right now. Show me how degenerate you are by running up the like button on both platforms and dropping comments. It's crazy to me, man. People would rather lose it all on Turtleneck Inu than just buy Ethereum right now. You could just buy Ethereum, and you guys want to buy Turtleneck Inu. It's just wild, man. But here we are. That's the world we live in, right? Sports gambling, prediction markets. But in all seriousness, guys, find a way to make more money so you can invest heavily in the large stuff. And then if you want to go gamble, you don't care. Like the problem with people who gamble is they shouldn't be gambling. The people who can gamble, they don't even gamble. They just buy the high conviction stuff. So like, if you're going to go play in the degen markets in crypto, you got to be willing and able to lose your money. So make more money first, get positioned in the good stuff, and then, yeah, have fun. Have at it. But that's not what people do. That's not what people do. Paid's in the chat too. Turtleneck Inu is a reputable sweater company for dogs. Hilarious. If you guys don't know the joke here, the whole Turtleneck Inu stuff, you know, on our daily Crypto X Space, Crypto Breakfast Club, we talk about, you know, the reference we use all the time is Turtleneck Inu for shit coins. Make sure you guys follow the Crypto Breakfast Club too if you haven't already. We are live Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, 2 hours every day, talking shop with some of the greatest minds in the space. It's an amazing place to be if you want to learn and you know, win in this space. Make sure you guys follow Crypto Breakfast Club. We're running the numbers up on CBC, man. Slowly but surely coming up. We got to get to 10K followers this year in 2026. We got to make that happen. And we will. So, yeah, I mean, I gave you 3 that I think are interesting to bet on. You know, if you're looking for the high risk stuff, and like these are actual, like, to me, projects that actually could have staying power. Superverse, Plume, and Bio. What do you guys want? You guys want more freaking 10x potential? Probably. Let me know what you guys want in the chat. Fire up in the chat. Let me know. What do you want more of? You want some more plays like this? I'm guessing you do. Because you guys are freaking degenerates. You all know the storm on crypto will turn in 2026 by the dip. Yeah, but which dips are you buying? That's the big question mark, John. I don't think it's as easy as just buy the dip anymore. You know, like that's I guess that's really my big point. Back in 2022 or like, you know, before the 2021 boom, in 2020 when we were like dog shit in the markets, yeah, you could just buy the dip on any top 100 project and then you won in 2021. I don't think it's that easy anymore. You can't just buy the dip. What dip? What dip are you buying? Like, you got to be smart. Thoughts on KTA? Was that the one that just dumped? No, I've never even seen this. Kita. What is this thing? It's on Coinbase. Never even heard of this, bro. I don't think I have, at least. Oh, I'm following them. Maybe I have. The world's most scalable blockchain, Kita. What is it? For payment networks and assets. Move assets across networks. Trade real-world assets. I don't know much about this, to be honest. I have to do some more digging. I will say from a price standpoint, when did this thing launch? 2025? I still talk to Austin quite a bit, man. Yeah. He doesn't like to go live too much anymore. Or he hates to go on Spaces. So I'm on Spaces all the time on X now. And obviously, you know, but I talk to him all the time, man. Shit shot up past 2 days, man. Interesting. Kita. This is interesting. It's down in the last 24 hours, but I see what you mean. The last month, it's up 43%. Morning, Zach. Have you looked into Nosana? It's an AI play I'm betting on. Nosana. Oh, this is a small cap, huh? Let's listen on crypto.com, though. I have no idea what this thing is. I'm following them, though. What's up, Carl? How you doing, bro? I'll have to check this out. Nosana and Kita. I'm going to keep both of these open because I'll look into those. If you guys haven't checked out CoinDuel, company I created a couple weeks back, makes smarter crypto decisions with AI-powered analysis. This is where you can compare any 2 tokens. Guys, it's $10 a month. Highly encourage you guys to check it out. www.coinduel.ai. We're adding all kind of different factors in here. There's 13 different factors that we use to break down which crypto is better than the other. Got a full demo on the website. Highly encourage you guys to check it out. And the AI analyzes 13 different categories, gives you a category scorecard on each metric. And then it gives you a full breakdown on, you know, which crypto could be better for you to buy into. So, you know, recently we did a bunch of comparisons. Like we did one for, you know, XLM versus HBAR, for example. it gives you like the full score and then breaks it down by category, each and every different section, which one is rated higher, XLM or HBAR in these categories. So you could be doing this all day long, comparing top cryptos to see which ones you want to put in your portfolio. So again, it's CoinDuel.ai. You can find it in my profile on X as well. So definitely check this out. We just launched this company, and we're going to be adding a ton of sweet stuff to it. So definitely give it a look. It's great for retail investors trying to sift through different altcoins, which I know you degenerates love to do. So been using CoinDuel and been loving it. Very helpful. Awesome, man. Appreciate that. Hell yeah. Love to hear it. Love to hear it, man. Yeah, so guys, check out CoinDuel if you haven't already. At CoinDuel AI on X. Give us a follow over there. I'm going to be posting more about like how the product works on here too, maybe giving some snapshot comparisons on here, things like that. But yeah, you guys can be comparing cryptos all day long, man. I will tell you this. Institutions don't care about your favorite altcoin. And I know that might be a harsh reality for some of you, but you need to hear it. Institutions could care less about your altcoin. Our goal needs to be front running the institutional money, front running the top narratives, getting in before institutions pump our bags. That's really how you play this market now. Like if you saw the writing on the wall with Canton, which is an institutional play, which is up right now, by the way, right? Like when this thing came to market, like in late 2025, it dumps down here to 5-6 cents. Like that's your 3x opportunity right now. Like the market's giving us opportunities that's just different compared to what it used to be. So speculate on where the institutional money is going to go right now. That's how I believe you can get ahead. Don't speculate on which meme coin could actually move, because they're few and far between, man, and it's very hard to predict that right now. Retail is struggling mightily. Canton's number 18 on the big board now, by the way. Crazy. I recently just put out a post. You know, what's crazy about Canton is they're not even listed on Binance or Coinbase yet. This got some good traction on X. And apparently Canton is similar to how Caspa's set up. You almost, they want you to go buy on the open market. They want these exchanges to go buy on the open market. And the exchanges are basically saying, no, we want you to just freaking hand feed us like the rest of the crypto projects do. But my buddy Cliff said it's because the token is fair launch. The exchanges have to get in its spot just like everyone else. Very similar to how Caspa was set up. There's no advantage, no discount, no OTC, no freebies. Same reason they haven't listed Cas or others like it. They're cheap and predatory businesses, in my opinion, speaking on the exchanges. Agree 100%. But Canton is definitely one of those institutional plays for sure. ONDO's coming out with great news. It's not playing out in the price. I mean, they just tokenized a bunch of stocks on the Solana blockchain. That news just came out for ONDO. But I think you also got some ONDO capital going into Canton. It's a sexier RWA narrative right now. Can you guys hear the music? I'm just curious, making sure my my setup's working. Let me know if you guys can actually hear the music. Bitcoin dumping. Starting to bounce a little, though. Let's zoom in on it. Yeah, never mind. Music's good. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate that, bro. Just making some doing some stuff here on the side, guys, while we're watching Bitcoin fall here. Will the Clarity get done soon? Clarity Act? I hope so, Bob. I think we need to get it done before midterms for sure, man. I think we need to get it done before midterms for sure. You know, the thing is, if it doesn't and the Democrats get in, I mean, we're we're in a rough spot if that happens. We're in a rough spot. Yeah, well, the one big thing that's holding it up right now is staking, and really yield on stable coins is one of the big things that's holding it up. And that's why Coinbase is pissed, because let's not forget, they got a huge relationship with USDC and Circle. And that's what they do on Coinbase. Big part of their business model is they offer yield on USDC. A lot of people hold USDC on Coinbase. Shit, I remember crypto.com back in 2021 was offering like 10% on USDC for a while. So people were parking $1 million in USDC for the year and earning $100,000 on their money. It's crazy. I mean, you know, people with big money. That's what was nuts. So that's one of the things that's holding things up, right now. And then the whole Trump stuff too, like they basically want the president to like not be able to launch a crypto, which, I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about that, but it did kind of wreck a lot of people. I mean, it wasn't necessarily a good thing. The banks have the backing to fight. Yeah, they're not going to budge until they get exactly what they want, man. I mean, that's just But on the crypto side, we got to get the best deal for our industry too. I don't know. What do you guys think about what Brian Armstrong did? I mean, he's getting some hate, some love. I mean, I don't know how to feel about it. It's kind of mixed for me. Do I think Brian Armstrong's on our side necessarily? No, not necessarily. Real quick, guys, I do have a free crypto newsletter too. If you guys haven't signed up for this, I'll drop it in the chat. Definitely check out the free newsletter. We launch it out there like twice every week. So there's a link for it. All it is just name and email, and you're in. You're going to get the free alpha. Things that we see in the market happening all the time, you're going to get that free information. So sign up for the free newsletter if you haven't already. Definitely an easy way to kind of, why not, get exposure. Bitcoin may be holding steady here, at least the last 30, 45 minutes or so. All right, y'all. I'm going to make some videos and stuff and get some more work done here. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. What do we got here? What's good, Zach? Robinhood listed Onyx coin. JP Morgan and BlackRock connected to it. Interesting. Look into it. Yeah, we did do a comparison on it through CoinDuel. I still like Axelar more than Onyx for a lot of reasons, but I will check out Onyx. We did a comparison on Axelar versus Onyx. But I'll look into that, Daniel. Appreciate that, bro. All right, y'all. Appreciate you. I'm going to be putting out a bunch of videos. Make sure you check all those out. YouTube X, they'll be posted everywhere. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay warm, stay safe. Hopefully you guys got enough food. If you guys are getting drilled by this snowstorm, you're somewhere in the U.S., pretty much everywhere, except out west. But yeah, appreciate you guys for rocking with us here. And yeah, like I said, putting out a bunch of content all over. Oh yeah, real quick, guys. By the way, we've got multiple channels now on YouTube that we're posting to regularly. So we've got the main crypto channel, obviously, but I am actively posting on my stocks channel as well. So definitely check this out. Let me see here. Let me just view my channel. There we go. And I'll drop this in the comments here. Go subscribe to the stocks channel if you guys want content on the stock market. We are posting here regularly now. It's been a lot of fun too. So go definitely check this out. We're just getting this channel off the ground. So we're doing stocks content. And then if you want more entrepreneurship content, we got you covered there too. We got the Grow with Zach channel. And I'll drop that down here too. Thanks for answering. What's going on, High Energy? I didn't see your question, brother. Yeah, it's getting all bent out of shape. What's up, man? Valid question. Answer, dude. What's your question? Must be somewhere up in the chat. This cat's getting upset. Relax, dude. I'm doing my best here. What's your question? Go check out the stocks channel, the Grow with Zach channel, guys. Would appreciate that greatly. Yeah, man. Appreciate you. What's your question, High Energy? You definitely got some high energy, man, in the chat. Jeez, oh, man. What's your question, Janiyah? We'll answer that one before we get up on out of here. It's not showing up. Well, I don't know what it is. Put your question in the chat and I'll be able to see it, bro. Let's see. Just read that 65% of tokenization will be on Ethereum. Thoughts? That is true. Most of the tokenization is happening on Ethereum. They definitely have an advantage. The question is, the BITUNIX fund, which is BlackRock, is right now on Ethereum, but what's stopping BlackRock and the big banks for going and just building it on their own, right? That's the big question we're still watching. And that's why the whole RWA space is still so speculative. But I like Ethereum for a multitude of reasons, especially right now. And we could still go a little bit lower here. I don't really care. I still like, investing in ETH and Solana in the smart contract space right now. I don't think there's any reason to go beyond that. I think they're both in a league of their own right now, ETH and Sol. Nobody knows how far anything will drop, man. I mean, we can make predictions, but in terms of XRP, I mean, I like XRP under $2. If we look at XRP here, let's zoom out a little bit. Go to the 1 month. I mean, the issue with XRP is it can drop a lot lower because we had a God candle, man. But it could drop lower in the short term, but we have shown a good amount of support here. Look, we bounced a couple different times around this level. What was frustrating is a couple weeks ago, we got up here to like 238 and then we just couldn't hold it. When we started the year up 25%, I thought this was the slow reversal. We gave it all back. So, but under $2, I don't hate it. We do have some support around like 180. So like, putting in a buy order at 180 not financial advice, is I think a decent move. All right, cool. Appreciate you guys. We'll be putting out a bunch of videos and stuff too on all 3 channels. So make sure you guys check us out everywhere. Grow with Zach, Stocks with Zach, Crypto channel, all that good stuff. Follow me on X. That's my only X. Posting everything there. All my thoughts. And yeah. Enjoy the rest of your guys' day. Catch you guys on the flippity flip.